What do you have? Good job. Hello everyone and welcome to Umusambi Trivia Competition. Today we're going to talk about some children that have made ground-shaking innovations and changes in the conservation world. We're also going to look at the history of conservation in Rwanda. We're going to look at the renowned national parks and the changes that happened in Kigali that are all testaments of the successful conservation work that's done in Rwanda. And we're back! This is the final round of our trivia, and the teams before you have gone through 2 challenging trivias to make it here. So today we want to know who will be the winner, the first runners-up, and the second runners-up. Let us begin. Let's dive into the rules of this exciting competition. We have 6 themes: biodiversity, ecosystems, water, endangered species, bats, and birds. Each theme offers questions worth 100, 200, or 300 points. Here's how it works. First, we shuffle cards with the themes on them. A player calls stop, and the theme is revealed. Then the player chooses the point value they'd like to play for. Each point value has a limited number of questions, so strategy matters. If the team answers the question correctly, they earn the points. If not, they don't earn anything for that round. We keep going until all the questions run out. Finally, we tally the scores, and the school with the highest point wins and earns a spot in the next round. What do you have?
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity, how many points would you like?
300.
300 points on biodiversity. Let's have a question. How can rising temperatures affect wildlife in East Africa? A. Increased food availability. B. Altered migration patterns. C. Increased breeding success. Your timer starts now.
Got the answer?
What's your answer?
B.
B. Let's have the answer. That is correct. Here you go. What do you have?
Water.
How many points would you like?
300.
300 points on water. Let's have a question. What is the water table? A. The level of salt in ocean systems. B. The level of water below the ground. C. A gauge to measure air quality. Your timer starts now.
I think it's either beer.
Yeah, I know.
It's a table, and that's a level of salt, so I think it's A.
We agree.
Do you all agree A?
I choose A.
A. Let's have the answer. It's actually B. What do you have?
Biodiversity.
How many points would you like?
300.
300 points on biodiversity. Let's have the question. What is the term used to describe the different species found in an area? A. Keystone species. B. Species richness. C. Vegetation diversity. The timer starts now.
It's not the term used to describe the different species. Okay, do it in the A. I think it's B. I need species richness. Okay, just do it. No, it has to be A. It has to be. Keystone species mean the major species in okay, fine. I'm trusting you. Good to
And time.
B.
B. Let's have the answer. That is correct. Here you go.
Stop.
What do you have?
Bats.
Bats. How many points would you like?
300.
Let's have 300 points on bats. What is the significance of bat guano or bat poop? It is a valuable fertilizer that enriches soil. It introduces disease to the soil. It is poisonous. Your timer starts now.
A.
Your answer is A. Let's have it. That is correct. Good job.
Systems.
Ecosystems. How many points would you like?
300.
Let's have a 300 question. What do we call the transition area between 2 different ecosystems? A. Biome. B. Ecotone. C. Niche. Timer starts now.
It's not biome. It's either D or C. I'm not sure B. Let's go. What about B? Because it can be A. As we have no idea of niche. Are you sure? Yes. I think it's a B. I appreciate it.
We got our answer.
All right, and what's your answer?
B.
B, let's have it. That is correct. Here you go. Do you have?
Birds, 300 points.
Birds, how many points?
300.
300 point question on birds. Guys, chit chat. Question is, how do protected areas in Rwanda benefit bird conservation? A, it does not benefit them. B, it conserves critical habitats. C, it encourages birds to migrate. Timer starts now.
B.
B, let's have it. And that is correct. There you go.
Stop.
What do you have?
Ecosystems.
Ecosystems, there's 200 and 100 points to choose from.
200.
200 points on ecosystem. What type of ecosystem includes grasslands with trees found in Africa? A, forests. B, wetlands. C, savanna. Timer starts now.
What type of ecosystem includes grassland and trees found in Africa? Grasslands. It has to be savanna. It's trees, right? No, they don't see, right? Grasslands. Grass has a lot. But maybe it has to be savanna. Wait, how many marks did you choose? 200. 200. It's either forests or savanna. It's savanna.
Time. What's your answer?
Savannah.
Savanna, let's have it. That is very correct. There you go. What do you have?
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity, there's only 200 and 100 points to choose from.
200.
200 points on biodiversity. Let's have a question. Question is, what role do pollinators play in an ecosystem? A, they feed other animals pollen. B, they help plants reproduce. C, they have no role. Timer starts now.
I got the answer.
What's your answer?
B.
Let's have it. That is correct. Here you go.
Stop.
What do you have?
Water.
How many points would you like?
300.
300 points on water. Let's have it. What is the term for the layer of water that lies on the top of the ground, often forming ponds or lake? A, surface water. B, subsurface water. C, aquifer. Timer starts now.
Wait, no, let's take this.
30 minutes.
Still, let's take subsurface and undersurface because it's up.
Aquifer, we know.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's A.
A.
A, let's have it. That is correct. There you go. What do you have?
Bats.
Bats, how many points?
300.
300 points on bats. What is the name of the process bats use to navigate in the dark? A, echolocation. B, night vision. C, GPS. Timer starts.
Echolocation.
The answer is echolocation. Let's have it. That's very correct. Here we go.
Stop.
What's that?
Birds.
Birds. How many points?
300.
300 points on birds. What are some challenges faced by birds during the breeding season in Rwanda? A, competition for nesting sites. B, lack of food resources. C, bad weather. Timer starts now.
Got our answer.
And what's your answer?
A.
A, let's have it. That is correct. Here you go. Have you learned about conservation yet? Conservation is when we take care of habitats, ecosystems, and wildlife. By taking care of them, we ensure that we have a healthy environment for future generations. Before we dive into the conservation in Rwanda, let us look at some children that are eco-heroes. In Kenya, we have Richard Turere. This is a young boy who invented a unique solar lighting system that stopped lions from feeding on their livestock while simultaneously not hurting the lions. In Netherlands, we have Boyan Slat, who invented a barrier that traps plastic in the ocean. This organization is called Ocean Cleanup and is one of the biggest that is contributing to reducing ocean pollution. In Sweden, we have Greta Thunberg, who invented Fridays for Future. These are regular protests where kids come together to raise awareness on climate change and other environmental issues. So let's take it global. All right? All over the world, we know that there are many things that are being done to support conservation. And guess what? There's lots of things being done by children. Okay? But there's some kids out here that are doing serious conservation work and are very proud of it. And we're going to do a gallery walk where we look at what they're doing and we're going to leave a comment for them.
Today, I wanted to tell you that we are bringing you here so that you can understand that there is no moment where you cannot do something about the environment. It's now, it's tomorrow, and we didn't get a chance to start early, but you guys have a chance to start early, and you have all the support from your parents, amazing parents, from your schools, from all of us. We want to do it with you.
What do you have?
Birds.
How many points? There's 200 and 100 points to choose from?
200.
200 points on birds. Question is, what is the main purpose of a bird's beak? A, to attract mates. B, to eat and drink. C, to produce sounds. Timer starts now.
B. Do we all agree? Sorry. B.
B. That is correct. There you go. What do you have?
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity. There's 200 and 100 points to choose from.
200.
200 points on biodiversity. Let's have it. What is the main purpose of conservation efforts? A, increasing building spaces for city development. B, increase space for farmers. C, to protect and restore wildlife populations and habitats. Timer starts. C. That's correct. Here you go. What do you have?
Bats.
200 or 100 points?
200.
200 points on bats. How do bats in Rwanda contribute to agriculture? A, by eating insects that might damage crops. B, by helping harvest crops. C, they don't contribute to agriculture. Timer starts. A. That is correct. Here you go.
Stop.
What's that?
Bats.
There's 200 and 100 points to choose from.
200.
200 points. Bats, 200 points. How do bats adapt to cold temperatures in temperate regions? A, they grow a second coat of fur. B, they build nests for winter. C, they hibernate during the winter months. Timer starts now.
C.
C, let's have it. Very correct. Here you go. What's that?
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity. There's only a 100-point question. Let's have it. Biodiversity is the term used to describe the variety of life in a particular habitat or ecosystem. True or false?
True.
True. Let's have it. That is correct. There you go. What do you have?
Bats.
Bats. There's 100 points left on bats. Let's have a question. Echolocation is when bats emit sounds that bounce off objects and return as echoes. True or false? Timer starts now.
True.
True. That is correct. There you go.
Stop.
What's that?
Water.
There's 200 and 100 points.
200.
200 points on water. Where would you find saltwater ecosystems? A, wetlands.
C.
B, C.
Yeah.
They said C?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
That is correct.
Yeah, that would be
There you go.
That should be like a 0 point.
Take your time.
Stop.
Okay. What's that?
Water.
200, 100,
200.
200 points on water. What is the term of water stored in natural reservoirs such as lakes and rivers? A. Ponds. B. Surface water. C. Ice. Timer starts now.
We have our answer.
Okay.
B.
B. Let's have it. That is correct. There you go.
Stop.
What do you have?
Ecosystems.
Ecosystems. There's 200 and 100 points to choose from.
200.
200 points on ecosystems. Which of the following are examples of keystone species in Africa? A. Elephant. B. Zebra. C. Impala. Keystone species have a big impact on the environment even if they're not many. Timer starts now.
We got our answer.
What's your answer?
C.
C. Let's have it. It's actually A. So keystone species have a big effect on their environment, even if they occur in small numbers. For example, elephants, where even a few elephants can make big changes in the landscape by pushing over trees.
Stop.
What's that?
Endangered species. 300.
All right, 300 points on endangered species. Let's have a question. What is a wildlife corridor? A type of zoo exhibit in a passage. B, a passage for sick wildlife. C, wildlife corridors connect habitats. What's your answer? Timer starts now.
Number C. Letter
It's okay. C. Let's have it.
Number C.
It's C. Correct. You got it right.
I was like, what is it? I got a heart attack.
There are many species and habitats in Rwanda that were once degraded but have made amazing recoveries. From the mountain gorillas to the great crowned crane to the white rhino, the black rhino, and even the lions. With the amazing efforts of our government and conservationists, we now have successful, thriving conservation programs. Even in the bustling city of Kigali, places like Nyandungu Eco Park and Umusambi Village are habitats to birds, wildlife, and plants. But conservation does not only happen in protected areas. There are many activities that we can do to ensure that we're conserving our environment.
These are the seeds of indigenous trees. Its common name is the croton.
You're going to plant a croton.
Yeah, I like what you're doing. That's good that you remember it. It's one seed.
I just planted a seed. And if you want to plant one too, come to Umusambi village.
One more time, in and out. We've run out of questions. Those are extras. Okay? So you guys know we're not going to eliminate anyone today. We're only going to announce the winner, first runners up, and the second runners up. You guys could see the deliberation that was going on around there. This was hard. Are you guys ready to hear the scores?
I'm holding my breath.
Are you ready? So, right now, we're going to announce the second runners up, who is Imanzi City of Maine School. So you guys had a score of 1,800 points. And next, we have both International School of Kigali and Wellspring had the same score, which is 2,000. So we are going to have a rematch. We're going to have four questions more. We're going to see who becomes the winner. All right, the game is not over. You cannot choose points. You will only choose a theme. And whatever theme you choose, you'll have to answer 300 points on that theme. Okay? We're starting here. You guys ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Starting here.
Stop.
What's that?
Endangered species.
Let's have a 300-point question on endangered species. Question is, which human activity is a major risk to a species surviving? A, habitat destruction. B, expanding protected areas. C, traffic. Timer starts. Okay. A. Let's have the answer. The answer is A.
What's correct? What?
That is correct. There you go.
Stop.
What's that?
Bats.
Bats. A 300-point question on bats.
Take our
Shh, guys.
Take all of us.
What is the common behavior of bats during the dry season? A, they roost and feed in different areas than during the wet season. B, they hibernate in underground caves. C, they migrate to tropical islands. Timer starts now.
They can't hibernate to a place where it's like already dry.
Yeah, they hibernate in the winter.
And they can't migrate.
They migrate in the winter, so it must be A.
Yeah, it's
A.
we gotta agree.
A. Let's have it. That is correct. What's that?
Water.
Let's have a question on water. What is the name of the process of water moving through the soil into underground stores? A, percolation. B, evaporation. C, transpiration. Timer starts now.
Are you sure it's not transpiration?
It's not transpiration. Transpiration is when it goes through plants and then evaporates through dew.
Okay, so
It cannot be transpiration. No, it's not evaporation.
evaporation is
From liquid to gas.
Transpiration is when it goes through plant roots, yeah. So it has to be percolation.
Percolation. Yeah, let's agree.
It goes percolation.
Okay, we got our answer.
What's your answer?
A.
Let's have it. That's correct. There you go.
I don't like tiebreakers.
What's that?
Ecosystems.
Let's have a question on ecosystems.
This is absolutely killing.
What is a food chain? A, a series or chain of organisms which depend on each other as a source of food. B, a series of social events organized. C, a network of highways for transporting food. Timer starts now.
A.
A, let's have it. No.
Yeah, it's A.
Yeah, it's A. What's that?
Ecosystem.
Let's have a question on ecosystems. Question is, what is the name of the levels which energy flows between in an ecosystem? A, traffic levels. B, metabolism. C, photosynthesis. Timer starts now.
Okay, photosynthesis is when plants get energy through sunlight. Metabolism is when we get energy. So I think it's traffic levels. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, this one is hard. I don't.
Yeah, let's go with here.
I've come to the conclusion of our group have come to the conclusion of traffic levels.
Traffic levels, let's have it.
Option A.
That's correct. Seems are gonna keep going.
Take your time.
Stop.
What's that?
Endangered species.
Let's have a 300-point question on endangered species.
You can do this.
Question is, what type of conservation protects entire ecosystems to help endangered species? A, captive breeding. B, ecosystem conservation. C, urban growth. Timer starts now.
We still gotta discuss. Yeah,
B.
it's B.
B. Say B.
Like
B.
It's B.
We'll keep going.
Sorry, it's B. Sorry, it's B. Sorry.
I know. Science.
How many
Is
seconds?
when they steal the stuff and then put them to breed.
Just yeah, that's
C is when the urban stuff grows, like when the cities grow. It's B.
B.
B. That is correct.
I do want this to be a tiebreaker for a tiebreaker. Stop.
What do you have?
Ecosystem.
Let's have a 300-point question on ecosystems.
The last ecosystem.
So what type of ecosystem supports organisms adapted to high salt concentrations? A. Temperate forests. B. Freshwater lakes. C. Salt marshes. Timer starts now.
We're discussing this.
Okay. Temperate forest, that's a forest.
It's a forest.
Freshwater lakes. Freshwater means there's no salt.
Yeah.
So it has to be salt marshes.
Yeah. We have an answer.
What's your answer?
Salt marshes.
Let's have it. That is correct. I gotta keep going.
Yeah. I don't want.
Stop. What's that? Birds. Let's have a question on birds.
Is that bad?
No.
How does urban development impact bird populations? New migration, routes, more food, habitat loss. Timer starts now. C. Let's have it. That is correct.
The tiebreaker.
Guys, we have to keep moving. So, we hoped we wouldn't have to come to this, but now we have to. So we're going to do open-ended questions.
So
no more options. Now you have to answer random questions. All right. International School of Kigali chose ecosystems, and Wellsprings chose water. So, until one of you gets one wrong or right, we'll keep going on those exact themes. So, I'll have a question for International School of Kigali under the theme ecosystems, and the question is, which type of forest ecosystem is characterized by its high salt levels and supports unique plant species? Your timer starts now.
But that's not a forest, but a reef. It says it's a forest. So then, like
A barn? A wetland?
no, but those aren't forests. Then we just go with the rainforest.
No, but
Yes,
there's
but-
no.
Then what? But then what is there? There's nothing that has salt
Is
levels.
there anything?
Estuary, no. Coral reefs, no.
I don't know.
Did you set the timer?
Jungles, let's be for this.
And time?
Oh my god.
Anyone can answer.
Okay. No, but estuaries are seas. Fine, wetland.
Wetland, it's actually mangroves. right.
Mangrove. That's from Minecraft.
Yeah. All right. The question on water. Moon causes water in the sea to rise and fall. Okay. What is the name of this effect?
Answer together. Let's answer together.
Yeah.
3, 2,
What's your answer?
1. Tides.
And we have a winner. All right. So.
Good game. Good game. Can we go next topic?
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Umusambi Trivia Competition. We've loved having you on this journey of learning about nature and our planet. Going forward, let us continue to explore how we can protect our wildlife and our beautiful ecosystems.
Umusambi Trivia Competition!